That is Sheldon Cooper talking about having sex, on purpose, and you were never supposed to see it.
No point, I just think it's a good idea for a t-shirt.
The Big Bang Theory ran for 279 episodes, but the version we watched was only a fraction of what was created. Behind the scenes, entire characters were erased, storylines abandoned overnight.
Oh, wait!
And scenes buried so deep, they hoped the internet would never find them.
Sorry?
You're Elon Musk.
I am?
There's a pilot where Penny doesn't exist. There's a 3-minute sex scene cut in half.
Naked, naked, naked.
Wonderful. Now I'll take off my clothes.
And a wedding gift from Stephen Hawking too emotional to air. Today, we're counting down 20 deleted scenes and hidden secrets. Let's pull back the curtain. Number 20, the censored Vanity Card. Chuck Lorre's Vanity Cards, those tiny text screens at episode end, are essentially a personal diary. Card number 182 was banned by CBS for using words too dirty for primetime. Lorre published the censored version on his personal website, bypassing the network that silenced him. Number 19, the retirement prank. In Season 8, Lorre posted card number 463, announcing he was done writing forever. No more essays. The end. It was a lie. A prank to see if the network noticed. Nobody did. The cards continued until the series finale. 600 cards, and one was Lorre testing whether CBS was paying attention. They weren't. Number 18, the Fuzzy Boots Dance Class. In Season 1, Episode 3, Howard convinces the guys to attend a dance class. They find senior citizens instead. An extended sequence of Leonard dancing with an elderly woman was cut from syndicated reruns. If you watched on TBS, you never saw it. On HBO Max, it was restored. Same episode, 2 completely different experiences. Number 17, the UK profanity purge. British audiences watched a fundamentally different version for years and never knew it. The UK's pre-watershed rules meant lines like, "Hey, what's up, science bitches?" and a dog being pissed off were completely removed. Not bleeped, removed. British fans grew up with a slightly more polite, slightly less chaotic version, which is the most British thing imaginable. Number 16, the robot hand hospital scene. Season 4 opens with Howard at the hospital because a robot hand malfunctioned on a sensitive body part. The uncut version includes an extended intercom announcement and jokes about no medical code for Howard's situation. Too graphic for certain markets, trimmed for syndication, but the DVD preserves every second. Number 15, Elon Musk's deleted soup kitchen pitch. In Season 9, Elon Musk cameos at Thanksgiving Soup Kitchen. In the broadcast version, it's quick. In the original cut, Howard pitches Musk's space-saving inventions while serving turkey. Producers decided brief shock cameo worked better, so Howard's entire pitch was cut. Somewhere in Warner Brothers archives is a version where Howard got venture capital over mashed potatoes. Number 14, Howard's space station panic. When Howard goes to space in Season 6, the broadcast played it for laughs. But there was a deleted scene where Howard genuinely panics about a 10-day return delay. He expresses real fear of dying in space, begs Bernadette he won't be forgotten. Producers cut it. They didn't want genuine fear for him. They chose comedy over vulnerability. The deleted scene reveals Howard's space arc had much darker emotional core. Number 13, the space poop monologue. Howard's extended monologue about ISS waste was trimmed for broadcast but preserved on Season 6 DVD. The full version is twice as long, featuring Howard declaring there's no law of diminishing comedic returns with space poop. Producers cut it for pacing. But the DVD includes the full take, and honestly, Howard was right. Number 12, the 3-minute cybersex scene. Season 4, Episode 24. Leonard and Priya attempt virtual intimacy via video call. The original 3-minute sequence captures the misery of long-distance dating with painful accuracy. The entire sequence was cut for being too suggestive. The UK version ran only 15 minutes after editing, essentially half an episode. 3 minutes represents roughly 15% of total runtime. That's not a trim, that's surgery. Number 11. Sheldon's Blame All Women rant. After his breakup with Amy in Season 9, Sheldon originally had a much longer, more aggressive rant about women being the problem. It was reportedly rehearsed. Then someone realized it crossed a line. The speech made him sound genuinely misogynistic rather than socially clueless. Writers caught it, rewrote it. The aired version kept Sheldon sympathetically weird instead of toxically bitter. Number 10. Raj's therapy-based recovery. For 6 seasons, Raj couldn't talk to women without alcohol. Earlier drafts featured a multi-episode therapy storyline where Raj would work with a professional, process anxiety, and build confidence slowly. It was realistic, grounded. Producers killed it because they wanted a big finale moment instead. His breakthrough became sudden and emotional rather than earned over time. Number 9. Stuart, the confident artist who disappeared. When Stuart was introduced in Season 2, he was completely different. He had a Stanford master's degree, was a talented artist, confident enough to date Penny. He was a legitimate romantic rival. Then writers erased that person entirely. Kevin Sussman's comedic timing with pathetic lines was so effective they rewrote his entire character around sadness. In the multiverse, Stuart married Penny and ran a gallery. We got the sad version. It was funnier, but not kinder. Number 8. The father-bully paradox. In Season 5, Lance Barber played Leonard's childhood bully. Years later, that same actor was cast as George Cooper Sr., Sheldon's father, in Young Sheldon. The show never acknowledged the overlap. They just moved forward as if 2 completely different characters by the same actor wasn't a problem. Fans noticed immediately. Producers pretended it never happened. It's not deleted scene, it's deleted reality. Number 7. The Sheldon's father retcon. Sheldon spent years telling us his father was a cheating alcoholic. He described catching him with another woman. It was formative, dark, shaped everything about who Sheldon became. Young Sheldon rewrote the whole thing. The show reframed that moment as possible misunderstanding. Sheldon may have walked in on his parents' role-playing. George went from cheating drunk to well-meaning blue-collar father doing his best. The original dark backstory wasn't deleted from episodes. It was deleted from the entire franchise. They didn't cut a scene, they cut a character's history. Number 6. Meemaw's wedding voicemail. Sheldon and Amy's wedding was packed with guest stars. Mark Hamill, Kathy Bates. But one voice was missing. Annie Potts recorded a voicemail as Meemaw, apologizing for not being there and telling Sheldon he was the one she always believed would have the most successful marriage. The scene was filmed. The audio exists. Producers cut it because the episode was over length and they didn't want to compete emotionally with guest appearances. The cast described it as one of the most emotional things they ever recorded. The audience never heard it. Number 5. Stephen Hawking's wedding gift. Stephen Hawking appeared on TBBT 7 times. When he passed in March 2018, the show planned Sheldon and Amy's wedding for that season's finale. A scene was filmed where Sheldon receives a wedding gift from Hawking, a pocket watch with personal inscription. It was a tribute to their real relationship. Producers cut it because the episode was emotionally loaded. Adding a posthumous tribute to a recently deceased physicist would have tipped the finale from joyful to sorrowful. The cast said filming it was one of the most powerful moments of the entire run. Knowing it exists in the Warner Brothers vault makes it beautiful and painful. Number 4. The Penny surname mystery. For 12 seasons, Penny had no last name. 279 episodes. Not once. This wasn't accident. Writers deliberately withheld it. Over time, the absence became a running joke inside the writers' room, a game to see how long they could maintain the mystery. By the final season, producers confirmed they decided no surname would satisfy fans. The expectation had grown too large, so they chose silence. Penny went from Penny from across the hall to Penny Hofstadter, skipping her original identity entirely. It's not deleted scene, it's deleted identity. Number 3. The sperm bank that vanished. The very first scene of the broadcast pilot takes place in a sperm bank. Sheldon and Leonard are there to donate for cash. It's edgy, weird, sets a specific tone. Chuck Lorre eventually decided the scene sent the wrong message. It was confusing information about a character whose appeal was supposed to be social detachment. The scene was pulled from syndicated reruns and edited from airline versions. Jim Parsons filmed a special wraparound explaining to airplane passengers why the first scene is skipped. If you discovered the show through reruns, you never saw the original opening. The first impression was retroactively edited to match a version of Sheldon that didn't exist when the episode was written. Number 2, the sexualized Sheldon. In the 2006 unaired pilot, Sheldon is sexually active. He talks about sleeping with a colleague at a Star Trek convention. He expresses specific physical preferences. He even brings a magazine to the sperm bank. This is not the Sheldon who needed 17 dates to hold Amy's hand. This is a completely different character wearing the same name. Creators watched test audience reaction and realized Sheldon's power came from his detachment, not participation. His asexuality was what made him magnetic. They stripped everything sexual, rebuilt him from scratch, created one of the most recognizable personalities in entertainment. The Sheldon we know exists because they deleted the Sheldon they started with. Number 1, the toxic Katie. Number 1, the single biggest deleted secret in TBBT history. It's not a scene, it's an entire character. In the 2006 pilot, there was no Penny. Instead, Leonard and Sheldon find a woman named Katie, played by Amanda Walsh, crying on a curb. She's street smart, cynical, sharp. She moves in across the hall. She reveals she slept with her stepfather, leading to her homelessness. She was written as tough, manipulative, adversarial. Test audiences hated her. The word was toxic. Producers fired the character, hired Kaylee Cuoco, created Penny, rebuilt the show around warmth instead of cynicism. They added Howard and Raj, turning a claustrophobic 3-person dynamic into a 5-person ensemble. The apartment was redesigned. The theme changed from She Blinded Me with Science to Bare Naked Ladies. Katie is the most important deleted element because she proves the show we watched for 12 years almost didn't exist. Without that test audience rejecting her, it would have been a dark comedy about smart men exploited by a cynical woman. Instead, it became friendship, growth, and beautiful awkwardness of people who don't fit in finding each other. One casting decision. One audience reaction. The entire trajectory of television comedy changed.